It's starting. Is it better to go more gently on the clitoris or not necessarily?
When it comes to intimacy, we can't be in a hurry. Guys, first lesson of Tantra, you can't rush intimacy. So set aside a substantial 2, 3, or even 4 hours to truly make love when we initially discover Tantra.
Brought the yoni here so we can clearly show a bit of the female anatomy and precisely where we should pay more careful attention. There are many men who genuinely don't know this, as truly incredible as it may seem to some.
So this here is indeed the yoni, quite beautiful and wonderful. Let me introduce her to you. Here we have the visible outer lips and the delicate inner lips. And right here, carefully positioned under this protective hood, is the sensitive clitoris. Who is the clitoris, right? The clitoris is an organ specifically for giving women pleasure, this affection here. And it is located in this region. We only see the tip of it, right? Just this part here. This small yet mighty organ is made exclusively to give women pleasure. It has 10,000 nerve endings. To compare, men typically have around 4,000 to 6,000. So just imagine the incredible power it has. But at the same time, you have to know where the clitoris is, how to stimulate it correctly so that the woman can experience these orgasms, right? So she can reach unbelievable levels of pleasure. And it is...
Beginning, a lot of men get worried. Oh, my penis isn't big. There's nothing deep inside for him to try to reach with 25 centimeters, right? No.
Guys, no. God
was very wise to put it right at the beginning.
It's right here, look. It's truly right here, and it absolutely stays very much here. When a woman is highly aroused, all of this tissue becomes engorged because it completely fills with blood. So we already an erection, a female erection, right? Yes, exactly. So visibly, we can already tell if a woman is ready to continue with intercourse because she will change. She looks like a little flower. She's small at first, and then she blooms like this. She gets bigger, ready to receive a lot of pleasure. So before any penetration, we have to stimulate the clitoris so that it becomes fully engorged, so the woman is well prepared, really aroused to continue with the act, right? Sexual, the delicious love of this couple. So this yoni clitoris is right here. How do we find this clitoris? So I'm going to show you here. Promen, for those who are here, I'm going to use this hand. We come here, look by the hood. The yoni is here, see? So we come here and reach the clitoris. How do we find it? We find a little nerve there. That's the clitoris. And guys, you can touch it, you can hold it because it's not going to break. It's all good. And agree with your partner so she can also give you signals, right? Because her help will contribute a lot. If she feels something, she should say it, but we locate it here. So right here under the prepuce, there's a little nerve, and that's where the clitoris is. So we can stimulate the clitoris in various different ways, and actually the maneuvers and the techniques also significantly help to tone the clitoris because sometimes it's quite weak, so it then becomes more retracted. So the more we stimulate and use Tantra techniques, the more they help to tone the clitoris. And there are women who...
Not even the woman herself many times can even find it at all, right?
Already
received messages from podcast followers saying, I couldn't find my clitoris. So is it exactly because of this lack of toning then?
Exactly. Because sometimes, you know, even the very way we masturbate can potentially hurt or retract the clitoris. Because if we press too hard, or even with a vibrator, if we always use it the same way, it gradually starts to retract. So we might inadvertently be harming this very sensitive and vital organ. That's why sometimes women can't find it, can't locate it, lose sensitivity, or even become overly sensitive. Because at some point in time, that natural movement was completely lost, or things went too far with the excessive stimulation.
And a question, when you're just starting, for example, and you notice it's not very engorged, is it better to go more gently on the clitoris or not necessarily? Because we know that men are often impatient and anxious, so always make sure it's well lubricated, right? Whether you're using your mouth or your hand anyway. But is it better to start slowly at first or not necessarily? Yes.
It's good. Start slowly, even just to see how the body responds. So in a relationship, we can't be in a hurry. Guys, first lesson of Tantra, you can't be in a hurry in a relationship. So go ahead and set aside 2, 3, even 4 hours. Because yes, it's possible to make love for 4 hours when you discover Tantra. And the dishes?
Let the kids help out.
Go clean the house. There's nothing left to do.
All the bills are now overdue, kids. What is this madness?
Then, after we invest 4 hours in a relationship, we'll be so energized, our vitality so high, that we'll get everything else done in no time, just like that. Cleaning the house will never be so enjoyable in your life.
It's true.
So invest time, take it slow, get to know yourself, get to know your partner, pay attention to the reactions on their face. There's also no point in never looking at your partner's face again, right? We stimulate here, watching her reactions, watching the reaction of her belly. In the divine touch, we even teach how to notice these signs, right? When the energy starts to move, when the belly starts to have some kundalini movements, the face, the head, all of that, we show exactly how this massage process works within the divine touch, even using real models.
You're doing it here with the stuffed animal, but that's YouTube doesn't take us down, but in the course with real models.
Real models, real models. So it becomes really easy, right, to understand, to grasp, to identify the body's responses, both for men and women.
And we can teach some valuable movement tips. You can share some helpful advice for men and even for women to practice self-touch, which is really quite important, since we already know that women also need to practice self-touch too. What kind of movements can we do and teach to everyone?
Yes, I'm going to teach a specific movement here so we can effectively work on the clitoris and truly tone it. When I say tone, it will also stimulate pleasure, making it considerably easier for women to reach pleasure and have orgasms later on. So first, the technique, we're going to look for it here, and we found the clitoris. Found the clitoris? I'm going to lift the clitoral hood here just so you can see. Found the clitoris? Grab it. Remember what I said? Don't be afraid, it's not going to break. Hold it very firmly and then carefully start making gentle movements while holding it. Then slowly start moving it up and down. And guys, remember what I said, there's no need to rush. You can comfortably stay there, take your precious time, and carefully observe the body, continuing to do this movement in a consistent sequence, because how exactly does it help? It will be effectively toning and also stimulating the pleasurable sensations of the clitoris, and as it gradually gets stimulated, this particular area here will truly start to swell. It will begin to get noticeably bigger. So that's already a sign that everything is going well, that you're doing it right. So you can also grab it, stretch it, pull it to one side, then pull it to the other side, and then perform another movement. We will grab it, hold it here, and then begin to work it from the side. Like this, move your hand here with your hand positioned like this. So you grab it here and start doing this motion. See? I'll do it like this. This way it's easier to see. This is a golden tip, guys. If we invest some time here, there's no way to go wrong. There's no way to go wrong. And another helpful tip I'm going to give you is with a stimulator, a very useful device. This here is a bullet which is used exclusively for stimulating the clitoris. So, like I said before, and I'll just repeat it here, every woman should have a friend like this, whether to use alone, to keep in her purse, in her suitcase, or to use with a partner, because this is the basic tool where a woman should start her self-discovery. And for men too. So men shouldn't be afraid because this is an ally. It's a companion in the relationship. It will contribute to this woman's pleasure. So use it, enjoy it, buy it for your woman, give it as a gift. This right here, oh my God. And how do you use it for female self-touch, right? We start by stimulating, turn it on, and begin to stimulate externally, you know? Try it out, and this goes for both men and women. Keep testing. See how your body responds. If the woman is doing self-touch as well, pay attention to the sensations. Start slowly, go a little deeper, right?
So the clitoris is really the peak of sensation, but it's not just located there, it's the entire surrounding area, all the labia, everything around it. Definitely explore and play around with it.
Everything.
The perineum, right? It's very pleasurable there, the perineum underneath. It's down here between the anus and
the yoni, the vulva. So everything. It's a way to stimulate and discover pleasure because our whole body is orgasmic. Here we're just talking about the yoni, but the whole body has erogenous zones. So sometimes we have erogenous zones. I don't know, we feel pleasure in the elbow, in the neck. So there's that.
Tantric massage, it doesn't even start with the genitals, right? It's only later that it goes down there, right, Mom? There's a whole body activation, right?
Yes, in fact, the first level of tantric massage explores the whole body. It activates all the bioelectricity of the body. And when we activate all these cells, that's when we start to discover that our whole body is orgasmic. So it's at this moment that we begin to explore the body, explore every little corner of the body, to start awakening it, to prepare it, and only then do we move on to genital massage. So here we're talking, right, about the yoni massage. I only gave a tip about the clitoris, but the actual techniques and massages explore the entire vulva, the whole yoni, as well as the entire body, which is the first level of the massage, where we start with the sensitive massage. And all of this we teach in the course.
I like to say that a guy who knows tantric massage, he never embarrasses himself in bed. Because if God forbid he can't get it up or he finishes too quickly and ejaculates prematurely, the guy gives his partner a tantric massage, there's no awkwardness. That's it, man. There's no awkwardness, there's no, oh, it's okay, just deal with it, none of that. The woman is going to feel a lot of pleasure, and sometimes you get so relaxed and so happy seeing your partner receiving pleasure and having an orgasm that you naturally get aroused again if you lost your erection. Sometimes a guy loses it just from being too gentle. He knows tantric massage, goes there, gives the tantric massage, makes the woman reach orgasm, makes the woman reach even more pleasure. When he realizes it, he's already relaxed, already aroused again, and before you know it, he's going for a third round, this time with penetration, right, Diva?
Without even noticing exactly. That's precisely why the massage goes far beyond just simple touch or mere pleasure. It truly brings this knowledge and exploration, you know. So we'll always have other wonderful ways to reach pleasure beyond the traditional ones we already know. And actually, after we truly learn tantric massage, after we learn to live in a more deeply tantric way, the traditional approach even falls by the wayside, because there are other profound exchanges that go far beyond and the techniques themselves. The body feels distinctly different once we bring Tantra into our lives.
Tantric massage is more for those who want to work with it, but regular couples who want to bring something new into their relationship can also learn it. It's
for everyone. It's for those who want to work with it, and in the Toque Divino course, we actually teach that if you already work with massage, you can definitely add this to your portfolio, because we teach all the techniques, and we also cover things like the environment and how to prepare. So we really made sure of that, so that people who want to work in this field have access to all the necessary information, you know, from biosafety to the environment, the scent, the fragrance, the techniques, everything is included. And the minimum price for a massage is 390 Rs, and that's just the minimum. But a professional who is already well developed and established is already charging 590 Rs, 690 Rs, 790 Rs, 890 Rs, and so on.
You do 2 or 3 sessions a day if you have the energy, because there are some techniques that require a lot of energy. Just imagine sometimes that can bring in more than 1,000 Rs in profit in a single day, right? So it really is a very promising field where you can start as a second source of income and then evolve it into a new main source of income, right?
Yes, you can work in just one state like many of my therapist colleagues do, but you can also work in other states like Rio, Brasilia, São Paulo, wherever you want. You can organize yourself to work anywhere in Brazil. For couples, massage is great because, again, it takes the relationship to another level. You get to explore a universe that until now we only knew as that little box, how we learn to relate, to have sex. Tantra teaches you how to make love, how to transcend that relationship.
With the online course, you can watch it as a couple, right? You just buy access and it becomes like the Netflix for happy couples, training together, both learning, right?
Exactly. That is indeed a really major benefit of the course. Since it's online, you can watch it multiple times. You can watch it with your partner and learn together. So that already helps break out of monotony, right? Doing different things, working on seduction, breaking the routine. So the course is fantastic. It's amazing for couples to invest in knowledge and exchanging experiences. And just imagine reaching a new level of pleasure for both.
If you follow Momento Expandida podcast and are interested in learning massage, I have a gift. Devadaya offers a 10% discount with coupon Mente Expandida. Just go to the website. The course is already inexpensive, okay? Sometimes an in-person Tantra course costs 2,000 or 3,000 Rs, right? This course costs 10 times less. And another thing about the Devadaya course, talking about this Tantra collaborator, he teaches both. It's not like, oh, you have to buy one and then the other, and then later you buy the other one. No, everything is already included, both for you to do it on your partner or for you to apply tantric massage on yourself. Because self-touch, especially for men, isn't just one movement. There are several movements you do on your body. So take advantage of a 10% discount with Mente Expandida. It's an investment you're making, a great gift for you to give your partner, to bring something new to your relationship, or even if you already work in massage therapy, to include this as well. Because a common question is tantric massage required to have a happy ending?
No, there's no such thing as a happy ending in tantric massage. That's
It's important, of course, that people really separate things because this is something serious, right?
Yeah, because there are unfortunately some cases where people have a distorted view of massage, right? But in massage, a serious professional who works with tantric therapy does not offer a happy ending, folks. It's about the techniques, and the professional stays fully clothed the entire time. There is a protocol that we teach in the course from the beginning, middle to the end of the massage, starting with integration, where the participant, the client, integrates all the sensations, where they enter a meditative state, and that's the real happy ending. It's understanding and integrating everything they've experienced, all that energy, and then leaving there renewed, a different person, because that's what happens when you have a tantric massage.
Perfect. And just a reminder for those of you interested in learning tantric massage, it's a complete online course with real models. Taught by Devadaya from the Brazilian School of Tantra, the registration link is down below, and you get a 10% discount with the code PANENDIDA. I've already seen the course. I'm a student at the school. Look. The course is amazing. I'm telling you, the link is in the description and you'll have a 7-day guarantee. It's a course with real models, support for any questions, and you can get in touch with Diva directly to have all your doubts clarified. Anyway, take advantage while the price is great. Just one session you do will already pay for the entire course. If you're struggling with premature ejaculation, I also want to leave here a free class about the PM method, which is my natural method for reversing premature ejaculation using scientific exercises, because a lot of people really do the wrong things. They try to distract themselves, use gels, buy miracle teas, I don't know, horse something, all sorts of nonsense that doesn't work. Sometimes they even take antidepressants under medical supervision, but those antidepressants just mask the lack of control. They don't actually solve the problem. What really works, if your health is fine, if you don't have blood pressure issues, if you don't have diabetes, then you're probably dealing with psychological erectile dysfunction. So exercises to recondition your sexual response. You know, men are embarrassed about this and can take up to 8 or 10 years to seek help to solve premature ejaculation, and many only look for help after the relationship is already over. So there are exercises for anxiety, exercises for reconditioning this response so you can train your body to savor sexuality, mental exercises that are also super important. We know that erectile dysfunction ends up worsening self-confidence issues, and a guy's psychological state can get really affected. If you're suffering from this, stop suffering. The treatment is actually really enjoyable to do. You'll learn how to keep your arousal high without losing control and ejaculating. You'll identify the point of ejaculatory inevitability, which is the threshold that no man with control crosses. So we're going to stay below that, and there are exercises to help you ride that wave below the threshold without losing control. There's also a discount. The expanded moment offer will activate a 10% discount on this treatment, which is already super affordable. A similar treatment in a clinic would cost you 3,000 or 4,000 Rs, but ours is also 10 times cheaper, so you can solve this problem seriously. So here's the message: stop suffering from something that truly has a solution. Diva, a final message. We're wrapping up. I want to thank you for being here. If you'd like to leave a message for anyone watching, for those facing any challenges in their love life, emotions, or personal matters, the floor is yours.
I especially want to speak to all couples. Allow yourselves to truly expand this profound knowledge, to explore your sexuality fully and completely. And another important thought I want to share here, Diego. We have talked a lot about the immense importance of sexuality, whether for the individual, for deep self-knowledge, or within a committed relationship, and how it consistently brings significant benefits for various dysfunctions and a lack of libido. So how important sexuality is and how valuable it is to invest in self-knowledge. So what I want to leave here as a reflection is, when was the last time you invested in self-knowledge regarding your sexuality? We know, and we've talked here, about how important it is. Sometimes we put what is fundamental to our lives on the back burner, making it a second or even third priority. So I invite you now to take that first step, to invest in your self-knowledge and personal development in the area of sexuality. You can start today.
That's it, right? A mind that expands never returns to its original size, as I always like to quote Albert Einstein here. Thank you very much, David. I'm happy to see that you're doing well and have recovered, right?
Thank God.
That's it. Very soon we'll have even many more podcasts with Devadaya. We'll see you in the next video, in the next podcast. Your presence here is always very important. Remember to subscribe and leave your like if you haven't subscribed yet. That way, YouTube understands that this content is relevant to you, right? Big hug. We'll see each other soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Vassal.